The only way we're going to end homelessness is with housing. And rapid rehousing is the very essence of what that is.
Rapid rehousing is just what it sounds like, helping people experiencing homelessness connect with housing quickly, because the only cure for homelessness is housing. Rapid rehousing consists of 3 steps. First, we help someone who's experiencing homelessness identify housing options that meet their needs, typically market-rate rental options. Second, we provide temporary financial support with rent and move-in costs to help that person get on their feet. And third, we provide case management that's focused on helping that person stabilize in housing. We connect them with supports they might need, such as employment services, medical care, or recovery programs, all driven by the person's own goals.
Rapid rehousing was first come around as a pilot in the beginning in the, maybe 2010. Until that point, people would end up staying in shelter to, get them ready for housing. And so people were staying in shelter longer and longer. What providers were finding is that case management was almost way more important once people got into housing than while they were in shelter. Because the minute you went into housing, everything changed. You're in a new neighborhood. You don't have people there on a regular basis to help you out. If you got a job while you were in the shelter and now you've moved out of the shelter, you're living in a completely different community, transportation falls apart, childcare falls apart. And the stability just was not there. And so instead of keeping somebody in a shelter or even transition housing for, 3 months, 5 months, 8 months to get them ready and have the income to move into housing, why wouldn't we put people in housing immediately? And then we'll subsidize the housing for those same months that they would have been in shelter. But instead of being in shelter, they're in their own housing. So while we're subsidizing housing, all the same activities that we did while we were helping people in shelter, we do it the same things for. We get them connected with jobs. We get them connected with childcare. We get them connected with transportation. We help them understand how to budget. We also have learned that the longer people stay in shelter, the harder it is to leave shelter, because that shelter becomes their safety network. It becomes their community. The most important things in rapid rehousing is a right fit for your housing and the right level of case management and connected to services. The subsidy helps, but it's not the subsidy that ends the homelessness. It's the right housing and the right community with the right case management that gets people stabilized.